Did you hear that? Like, it takes a lot. Oh, this is so good. So in my last video, I did a reaction to Crawling by Linkin Park, and Chester Bennington was just soloing it with the audience, and it was such an intimate, beautiful, connected experience, and it reminded me of this video. And I haven't heard this song for so long, but I know that every time I listen to it, it's just so moving, and it's intimate, and it's profound, and it explores interesting psychology and psychiatric things. So about interpersonal relationships, about the self, about self-esteem, the different parts of the self and how they manifest to produce who we are. Oh, I love that kind of stuff. I love understanding, the unconscious and the drives that make us make the decisions we make. I know it can get a little bit abstract, and hopefully I can avoid that, but we'll see. This is Damien Rice and the Cantus Domus group, and they're singing the song "It Takes a Lot to Know a Man," and it's a one-to-one session. So what they've done is they've taken someone out of the crowd from a festival, pulled them into a secret, whatever this place is called, and they're just going to perform this piece of art just to this one person. It's awesome. If you're new here, a warm welcome. My name's Dr. Sil. I'm a junior doctor that works from Australia, and I work in mental health. And look, all the advice in these videos is general in nature. There's no patient-doctor relationship formed, and if I'm making any interpretations, it's speculation only. There's no assessment done. Let's go.
Takes a lot to know a man. Takes a lot to understand the warrior, the sage, the little boy, the takes a lot to know a woman, a lot to understand what's my man. The honeybee, the sting, the little girl with wings.
I love that. That might be one of the best starts to a song that I can think of. It takes a lot to know a man. It takes a lot to understand the warrior, the sage, and the little boy enraged. What does that make you guys think of? Comment down below. Let's get some free association going. But I love these two adult personas of a warrior and a sage. The one who knows when to fight, and the one who has to know when to not fight and to be wise. And the little boy enraged, which is really what might be driving it all. And think of the political leaders of the world today and the persona of the warrior and the sage that you see. And now think about what's the little boy inside them. What's happening to that kid? Because we've all got it. We are all, big parts of ourselves are just this child that learnt to parent itself based off of our parents. That is what an adult is. It's a little kid who learned how to act as an adult based on what they saw their parents do. In a nutshell. Obviously, that's a simplification, but you get what I mean. What's the little boy enraged doing? And what beautiful metaphor and language. It takes a lot to know a woman, a lot to understand what's humming. The honeybee, the sting, and the little girl with wings. Yeah, the sweet, the spicy, the honeybee, the sting, and the little girl with wings. I'm not too sure what to make of that, actually. I'd be interested in seeing your reflections. What does that suggest to you? What's happening there? Let's keep going. I love this song.
It takes a lot to live, to ask for help, to be yourself, to know and love what you live with. A lot to breathe, to touch, to feel, to so reveal what another part takes a lot to know.
Did you hear that? Like, it takes a lot. Oh, this is so good. This is so connecting and validating for those who struggle with asking for help. You know, it takes a lot to ask for help, to be yourself, and to know what you live with, to confront the real you, to accept the real you. You know, we've spoken about Freud's tripartite model of the brain, of the self, you know, the superego, which is that inner parent, the conscience, but also the critical nature. This is what you should be like. Then the id, the primal drives, the inner child, the person who wants to steal and hurt and get what they want. And then the reality of that ego in the middle, balance between the superego and the id. This is what we have to live with, the reality that we are not the perfect thing that we want ourselves to be, and that we do have these primal drives that we have to address, accept, and hopefully not act on by using healthy defense mechanisms. Yeah, it takes a lot to breathe. What a profound thing to just accept a breath. You know, I think a lot of mindfulness meditation is all about accepting things as they are, not as you want them to be. I did a 10-day silent meditation course where you couldn't even speak to other people. You couldn't even look at other people. You could only see people's feet. And it was pretty funny at the end of it. You'd be, after 10 days, you'd be like, oh, you're the person with the blue thongs. I saw your feet around for the last 10 days. Anyway, it was 10 to 14 hours of meditation a day. And it was very intense. But the most important and most commonly repeated line in those 14 days. It was 10 days, not 14. Tell you what, after 10 days, I couldn't do 14 days. But yeah, after 10 days, the most commonly repeated line is focus on your breath as it is, not as you want it to be. And for the first 48 hours, you're like, stop repeating yourself. But then you get it. You know, after your resistance passes and acceptance comes in, you realize that nothing really exists but your awareness of the breath in that moment. Everything else is just a construct or sensation or perception. But if you can just bring your entire awareness on what is happening in your breath in that moment, the one unconscious bodily behavior that you can consciously, one of the unconscious bodily mechanisms that you can control consciously, if you can bring your awareness onto that, you are connecting the conscious and the unconscious, the conscious awareness of an unconscious process. And it is a very mindful experience because you are putting yourself into the present moment to the extreme. So it takes a lot to breathe. I rate that line very highly. Yeah. And then the next line's around to touch and to feel and the slow reveal of what another body needs. That is about relationships. That is about how much work needs to actually come in to a relationship. And this doesn't just mean intimate, partner relationships. This happens in therapy. What does this relationship need to do for the participant, for the client? And often they don't know. And I don't know. You got to work together. You got to form this dyad of therapist, patient, working together to figure out what does this body need to move forward, to get past this pain that they're experiencing. Such a good song. Let's keep going. Let's play from here.
A lot to What's coming on? The mother and the child, the muse and her beguiled.
Love that verse as well. The father and the son, the hunter and the gun. The different parts of the man. What an interesting metaphor. And the parts of the woman as well, the mother and the child, the muse and the beguiled. Again, I don't really, to be honest, I don't know what beguiled means. I don't know what to make of that. If you guys can comment down below what you make of that, the mother and the child, the muse and the beguiled, I would love to hear your interpretations. My interpretation of the father and the son is what I was talking about, that we are all children learning to parent ourselves. And the mother and the child, that's the same. There's the adult and the kid, which is, the id and the superego, and the reality of what's the conflict between those two things, which is our ego. Yeah. Just so you know, ego psychology and the Freudian stuff gets very complicated very quickly the more you dig into it. So I'm just keeping it simple because this is a music video reaction and not a psychodynamic therapy lecture.
Takes a lot to live, to ask for help, to be yourself, to know and love what you live with. A lot to breathe, to touch, to feel the slow reveal of what another body needs. A lot to live, to ask for help, to be yourself, to know and love what you live with. A lot to breathe, to touch, to feel the slow another body needs. A lot to live, to ask for help, to be yourself, to know and love what you live with. A lot to breathe, to touch, to feel the slow reveal of what another body needs.
There is something about a choir in a small room surrounding an individual that is just so profound. I have to subscribe right now and like. If you're liking the reflections and stuff, please consider subscribing and liking this video and subscribing to my channel. But check out this, watch the original one. It's just glorious. This is such a beautiful experience. What is it you're so afraid of? This is a profound question. You should ask yourself it. It's something that I, in other words, also use if I'm doing psychotherapy with someone. Sometimes I ask, what does this behavior, whatever we're talking about, what does this behavior protect you from? What is the fear? Stimulates a lot of reflection. Oh, wow. That is just so beautiful. I also want to make a shout out to those, you know, individuals who got to experience it. They just so attuned, you know, they're not on their phone, they're not overly laughing or overly crying, they're just totally connected with Damien and with the whole choir. Oh, I wish it was me. You know, but that's okay. It's beautiful that we have access to this kind of art online. So, yeah, I'm keen to hear your reflections, guys. Put comments down below as to what this music does for you. Share your own reflections, mental health or otherwise. Interested in hearing some of your interpretations of those lyrics. And other than that, please comment any other music you want me to react to from a psychiatric perspective. But other than that, I wish you guys all a beautiful day, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you for staying tuned till the end. All right, bye for now.